channel. My name is Soumya. So in today's video, we'll see how to complete this challenge lab, enhance Gemini model capabilities. So as part of this lab, we have to complete 4 tasks. So let's go through the challenge scenario. So in this lab, we will play the role of a data analyst for Symbol Direct, a company which is selling basketball sneakers. So the company wants to use Gemini to become more competitive in the sneaker market. So our task are we have to run Python code using Gemini to do the things like calculating sneaker price statistics, use grounding with Google search so Gemini can give accurate real product information, get competitive pricing in structured JSON format so the data can be used in e-commerce system. So overall we will learn how we can use Gemini to help a retail company with pricing analysis, product research and test data generation. So let's start the lab. So here you need to open this in a private mode window. Agree to terms of service. So now we are into the console. So let's go back. So in task 1, we need to open the notebook in Vertex AI Workbench. So here you can see the Vertex AI. And here you need to click on Workbench. Under Notebooks, you will find this. Click on Workbench. So once this page loads, you can see an instance is created. You need to click on this Open Jupyter Lab. So this will open in a new tab. You can just close this. You can select this Enhance Gemini. Click on this. So this is the challenge scenario which they have explained in this. So you can go through that. In task 1, we'll be importing the libraries and install the Gen AI SDK. So you can click on this, run this cell. So it will go through each of this cell. So this is fine, not an issue. See, you have to get this. Once it reaches this kernel restart, it will restart this kernel. So you can just click on OK. You don't, so here it has already set the project ID and the location. So you don't have to do anything here. So task 1 is complete now. In task 1, we simply prepared the environment. Like we opened the Vertex AI Workbench notebook and we selected the Python kernel. Then we installed the AI SDKs and imported the libraries. And we initialized the project and region. So this step is very important because the notebook will connect to Google's Gemini models so that we can send prompts and receive the responses. So when you run this, you will get this fail to remove contents. This is a warning. You can just ignore it. So we are installing this Gemini SDK for Python. After that, it is restarting the current runtime. So to use the newly installed packages in this Jupyter runtime, you must restart the runtime. So it has restarted and the status looks okay and the restart is true. Next, it has imported the libraries. And in next cell, we are importing the project ID and we are setting the location. Now all the steps mentioned in the task 1 is complete. Let's proceed with, okay, before proceeding with the task 2. So let's go back here and we will click on check my progress. This should be complete now because we have imported the libraries and we have set up the Gemini SDK. So now this is complete. So in task 2, we will do the code execution with Gemini 2.5 Flash. So in this task, you will use the Gemini 2.5 Flash to write and execute Python code to perform a simple data analysis task, such as calculating the average price of a list of basketball sneakers. Generate and execute code using Gemini 2.5 Flash. Use the following sneaker pricing data to generate and execute Python code that tells you the average price of the sneakers in the list. So we have the sneaker prices defined here, and we have this code snippet. So here under code execution tool, we have to define the code execution tool here. So for this, so you can refer to this link. This is having solution to that lab. So you can just copy this and paste it here. So code execution tool we have defined. Sneaker prices it is having. Next, define the prompt with the code to be executed. So this we need to define now. So generate and run code for the calculation. This should be kept as is. So let's just remove only this line. You can copy this and paste it. So here we have defined the code execution tool and we have provided the sneaker price. Then we have defined the prompt like it has to calculate the average price of the sneakers which is provided in the list. And this response block is very important. This command sends a prompt to Gemini. It tells what model to use and it also provides the tools and settings to control how it responds. So here client model generate. So this calls Gemini and asks it to generate the content. And under model, we are defining which model to use. So contents prompt is the actual instruction which we wrote, such as like calculate the average sneaker price. So this is the task for the Gemini. And then config generate content config. So this part sets how Gemini should behave. And tools is equal to code execution tool. This is very important because it gives Gemini permission to execute the code. So if we don't define this code execution tool, it will only print the code and it will not run it. So you need to select this model ID as well and run this. So once that is done, you need to proceed with the task 2. You need to select this cell and run. Select this cell and run. So here you should get this output prices, total price, number of sneakers, average price. So let's view the code execution results. So you need to select this cell and run it again. So here you will find this output, the list of sneaker prices, the total price of the sneakers, and the number of sneakers, and the average price of the sneaker. So now that task 2 is complete, can go back here and click on check my progress. So now this is complete. Next, let's proceed with task 3, grounding with Google search. In this task, you will use Gemini 2.5 Flash with grounding to enhance the accuracy and relevance of Gemini's responses to questions about the retail products. We will ask Gemini a question about a specific basketball sneaker model using grounding to ensure the response is based on factual information from the web. So here we have to give the prompt, and before that we have to define the Google search tool as well. So you can refer to this. So just copy this, paste it here, and under prompt, here we are defining the prompt with grounding. So the prompt will be like find key features and price information for Nike Air Jordan. So you can just copy this and provide it here. And here generate a response with grounding. Under response, we have to provide the config here. So you can copy this. So now we have updated the to do sections. So now once you update this, you can run this cell. So once you run this cell, you will get this output. So what happened is we defined the Google search tool and we created a prompt about Nike Air Jordan, and the Gemini searched the web and it provided us this information. So here grounding means Gemini retrieves the real information from the internet, and it is very useful when we need to know about the product info or the latest trends or current events. So in this task, we were able to retrieve the information from the internet. We just provided a prompt and Gemini connected with the internet and it provided us the information about this. Okay, before proceeding with task 4, let's go back here. So this is complete now. You can click on check my progress. So we have implemented grounding with Google search to enhance the Gemini response. So now this is complete. Next, let's proceed with task 4, where we extract the competitor pricing and structure response with JSON schema. So let's go back here. So in this task, you will use Gemini 2.5 Flash to retrieve information about a basketball sneaker and its pricing sold by a competitor, returning the data in a structured format using a provided JSON schema. So here also, in this task, we have to fill this to-do section. So here they have defined the sneaker models and they have defined the online retailers here, and it is initializing an empty list to store the extracted data. Then we are looping through the sneaker models and retailers to extract the pricing information. So this is a for loop, and here we are constructing the search query. So this we have to define here. Define the prompt to search stores for sneaker models and find pricing. Leave the second sentence. Leave the second sentence in the prompt. If the price found is 0, return a random value between $50 and $200. Do not return 0. So we have to define this here. Let me remove this. So we'll copy this. So you can refer to this link. This is having the solution. So I have pasted the complete cell here, but you have to copy only this, the query string. So copy this. So we have this search query. Next, under response schema, we are using the response schema to extract the data. So here under config, we have to define the response schema. So I have this, I have defined this response schema. You can just copy this, just paste it here. So this code snippet, what it does is it will loop through a list of sneaker models and retailers. So for each combination, it will ask Gemini to find the price. Using the response schemas, it will force Gemini to return the result in the structured JSON format containing the sneaker name, a retailer, price, and the currency. So this simulates the competitor price tracking for an e-commerce company. So once you update this, you can run this. So it's providing these details: sneaker model, retailer name, and the price, currency. So you should get the output like this. So once this is done, you can go back here and you can click on check my progress. So we extracted the pricing by a competitor in a structured JSON schema format. So once you complete all the tasks, it will show 100 out of 100. So now we have successfully completed all the tasks in this lab. So in this lab, we created and executed the code using Gemini, and we enhanced the Gemini responses using grounding from Google search and structured the responses to a specific output format and schema for better e-commerce outcomes. So once you're done with this lab, you can click on End Lab. I will be providing this link under the description. You can refer to this solution link when you are doing your lab. So it will be easy for you to complete the lab. Thank you all for watching. See you in the next video.